Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a makeup look. So I have been seeing these little tips and tricks all over TikTok where I call it like the model-esque bushy brows facelift makeup. There's so many different names for it, but this is how it turned out, and without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna start off with is some moisturizer. This Olay 7-in-1 Total Effects. And I like to use this one because it has SPF in it, so since it's the morning, I will use this. Okay, so next I'm gonna move on to foundation. So I'm gonna use my Pride and Trusted foundation that I use in almost every single tutorial, which is the Face and Body. So it's this one right here. I find that honestly blending it with my fingers gives me the best coverage when it comes to this foundation, so I literally just blend it in as if it's my face cream. Next I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and I've been seeing this a lot on TikTok where the trick to getting like an elevated and pulled up or like facelift look is to place your concealer a little bit higher than you usually would and to kind of carve out your eyes so that it seems like it's giving you a facelift. Now this is the concealer that I always use. It's the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. It's so good, and I have pretty dark under eyes right here, so I need a really good concealer. Like, I'm very particular about my concealers. And then I will do like also a few dots over here in this area because, as I said, I have pretty dark circles. And then put some like here, carving your eye out as if you're trying to lift it basically, and then up towards your eyebrow. This is a cool trick, is to kind of place it as if it's like an exclamation mark, so like this, and then you leave a space and then put a dot, and this gives you more of that button nose effect. And then I love my inner eyes right here to be super bright. I think this is what makes me look very awake, so I like to place my concealer right there too. When you blend the concealer, don't make it a point to spread the concealer around. You want to place the concealer where you want it and then just blend it inward. So you don't want to move it, you kind of just want to pat it in place. And then also same thing with the nose, just pat in place. Next up, which you want to do right away, is setting this concealer. I'm going to grab my Laura Mercier powder. I love this stuff, it's so good. And then I'm going to set my under eyes. I try not to put a lot of powder, honestly, in my under eyes because they just get so dry. See, that's too much. Honestly, I'm not sure if that concealer trick did any difference or if it made my eyes a bit more lifted, but we're gonna see with the end result. Next, I'm going to go into bronzer. Again, with TikTok, what they said when you want to achieve this like model-esque look is you want to place your bronzer a bit over. So usually I would place it right here and just blend, but you actually want to go over here. So apparently this will make your face look a lot more lifted. We're gonna see. So the bronzer that I'm using is NARS, and it's in the shade Casino. It's just a bronzing powder, and I love this stuff. It's so good. I hit pan on it, and honestly I didn't buy it too long ago, so that shows you how much I really love it and love to use it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not the type of girl that has like 10 different bronzers and 5 different blushers and I don't know how many different foundations. Like, I have one product, and when I like it, I like to stick to it. That's why I don't make a lot of makeup tutorials, because I feel like I'm just using the same product over and over again, but I'm trying to get into it. This bronzer is very pigmented, so I try not to take too much. And then let's see if this will work. So I have to place it a bit higher than I normally would. It's kind of like where I would place blusher. I'm gonna take another brush. So this is a way bigger brush. It's the Sephora number 50 Pro Powder brush, and this doesn't have any product on it, so I'm just gonna blend out with this one because that other one just sheds way too much. So I'm also putting bronzer over here, and this I normally do, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. See, in daylight everything shows, like you cannot hide anything. But it definitely looks way more intense in the camera than it does in real life. Next, I'm gonna attempt to contour my nose. We all know how this goes usually, so I'm just gonna do it very briefly because I'm so bad at this. Honestly, the camera is making my bronzer look so intense. And then I'm just putting whatever is left on my brush on my eyelids to give them some definition. This is the NARS blush, and it's in the shade Liberté. Honestly, I don't know how to say that, but I really like this shade. It's super pink, and it's very pigmented, so I like to take a very small amount. So my face already, it kind of looks like I already have blusher on, so I'm gonna try to not put too much. The TikTok said to also put the blusher even higher, so now I'm putting the blusher where I would put my highlighter. You're basically just kind of lifting the placement of everything up so that your face looks more lifted. I think that's the trick. And then I'm just gonna blend it with that same face brush that I was blending everything with. And then my next step is to do my eyebrows. So I think this is really the fun part. So this tutorial, I'm gonna try to make my eyebrows look like super fluffy, like that Kendall Jenner vibe where her eyebrows are super, you know, lifted, and like all the hairs are going like this, and it's that like brow lamination look. So I'm gonna try to achieve that because my eyebrows are like very straight. I have pretty long hairs, but they're pretty straight and like going this way. They're not that bushy. I'm gonna use my pencil that I normally use, and this is the MAC pencil in Spiked. I'm gonna use the other end of my pencil to brush up my eyebrows. That's the first thing. And I think the trick to this is to try to brush your brows kind of like the opposite direction of where they're trying to go, so that they look a bit bushier than they are. So kind of just going upwards, upwards, upwards. Yeah, like that. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I can see for sure that I have a gap right here and some over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in with like a super light hair-like motion. Because again, I don't want them to look too defined. I want them to look bushy. And don't worry if you're moving the hairs while you are drawing your brows in, because we're actually going to go back and brush them again. I just wanted to see where I have to concentrate my efforts on. So right here, like this. My brows are definitely like cousins, or maybe like best friends. They look nothing alike. So I try my best to make them as symmetrical as possible, but this one like is more round and this one is more defined, so I'm just trying to make them match a little bit. Oh, my back is hurting me. I'm gonna keep them in place with a brow gel that I recently got. I'm not sure if I love this brow gel. I actually like the MAC one way better, but this one's not bad. So it's the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. And what I don't like about this is the actual brush. One is a bit shorter and one is a bit longer. And I don't find either side's like amazing. So it doesn't matter which one I use. I'm gonna try to use maybe the longer side. So maybe that will give me a bit of a bushier brow. I think that's pretty bushy. Honestly, I feel like it kind of looks weird. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. First, I'm going to put mascara on my eyes. I love this mascara. It's so good. The Essence Lash Princess mascara, and it's the green one. what I'm gonna do is I'll take these lashes that I've actually finished the pack. I only have like 2 left plus 1. So I got these lashes from Amazon and they are super inexpensive. I think they are maybe $5 for the 10 pack. When you trim your lashes, you want to make sure you're always trimming on the outside. So the longer part right here, make sure you're not trimming starting the shorter part, or else you're just gonna have a bunch of long lashes and then it ends all of a sudden and it's not gonna look natural. So this is what I ended up with. And then I will take my lash glue. So this is my favorite lash glue. I use this all the time. I will never switch to any other lash glue. This one is amazing because it actually turns dark once it's dried. And I put my lashes on with tweezers. I'm literally just gonna put it over here in the outer corner. And then I press it in with my fingers. So you want it to look like it's growing out of your lash line basically. Now obviously if you wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic, then I would go with a thicker lash, or you can make it a bit longer so that it keeps going towards your inner eyelids. But for me, this is more than enough. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Next, I'm going to put on highlighter, and so I'm going to be using the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, and I've been using this highlighter for so long now, and again, as I said, I haven't switched. Once I have something that I like, I continue to use it. As we said, we're gonna move everything upwards, so I'm gonna put the highlighter even higher, almost like so close to my eyes. Whatever's left on my brush, I will take and do my forehead. And then I'm gonna take a little bit, so I try to take this with like the tip of the brush and I put it on my nose right here. And then I actually take this up and like connect it with whatever I did in the middle of my forehead right here. I'm gonna take this lip liner. It's MAC in Strip Down, and I'm just gonna briefly line my lips. This lip gloss is the Sephora lip gloss in Perfect Nude, and this is basically just like the same color of my lips but better. It's not intense, and I just put a little bit, pat it together. And then obviously you could use a matte lip if you want, but this for me is great. If you wanted to do something matte, then I would highly recommend using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. So this one is kind of like the same, very similar shade to the lip gloss that I just used, but it's matte, so it's still a really good nude to use with this look. I'm just gonna spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus. When your face is dry, I'm gonna go back in with my mascara and I'm gonna do my lower lashes. Alright, so that is it, you guys. This is the makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you like this makeup look. Please let me know your thoughts down below, and if you do recreate this look, then please tag me, tag my Instagram. I would love to see it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.